Namaste, Jai Bharat. Last week, so many things were happening. Inside Bharat also, with our neighbors also. Primarily, we saw the Bangladesh happening, number one. Prior to that, we saw Sri Lanka some time back. Similar situation. Before that, it was Maldives. Before that, there were attempts to destabilize Nepal, which hardly came in the limelight. Now you see, around Bharat, our neighbors were getting badly disturbed. And the last and most recent is Bangladesh. At the same time, simultaneously, we had elections this year. There were all kinds of attempts to nullify the elections, I would say. See, in Bangladesh, elected government with such formidable majority is being thrown out by section of people, where I would not blame Islam, because Islam has become instrumental in the hands of some deep state phenomena. And that is what Islam is always susceptible to be instrumental at the hands of such deep state phenomena with some ulterior motives, but very short-sighted. I wonder how these deep state phenomena, they are very, very short-sighted. They just look at the immediate future, immediate tomorrow. They hardly think about a long-term future. And this makes one wonder, are they so short-sighted people? I don't know. It's for you to think. And there have been many efforts, programs and plans to see that Bharat also is getting destabilized in spite of a government that is elected. We were all hoping for the last election that Modi ji will get 400 plus seats. At least near 400 something. Definitely much more than the previous time. But that did not take place. There had been very meticulous and hard struggle against this, and using all kinds of third degree methods. Recently, one Congress MP, I saw his video, says that whatever happened in Bangladesh and whatever happened in Sri Lanka can happen to Bharat. The people will walk into the residence of Modi ji and do all those things. You must have heard it. It's popular just about half an hour before I saw it. It's very popular in the social media. I don't want to take names of people, because they're out there. You know it and I know it. And there were efforts to destroy the unity of Bharat. That's fundamentally first thing, to destroy the unity of Bharat. They try to make all kinds of divisions among nationalists in the name of language, in the name of regions, in the name of religion, and most of all in the name of castes. They project caste as though it's the most evil in the world. And they speak about castes among the Hindus. But the same people fail to understand the sect differences with other religions, both Christianity and Islam. Let me be explicit. The name is not caste. You call it a sect and they don't have a definite name. Sects. different types of people. Now look at caste. First of all, you speak of all great caste differences, but different castes are not different for going to temples. Different castes are not different for depending upon the Hindu scriptures. Hindu scriptures means a vast version, any of them. Different castes are not different in worshipping deities. Different castes are not different in terms of the pujaris and puja vidhis, karma gandhas. Different castes do not have separate temples. Now, look at the sects in both Christianity and Islam. They have separate worship places. They have separate priests. And they even have separate functional religious texts, ritual texts, and all kinds of things. But in spite of that, they are trying to project the casteism as something more stable. Casteism is not good, we know it. And our own ancestors were trying to end it, and they have succeeded greatly. But the projection is that caste is so bad. And they succeeded. They succeeded in Uttar Pradesh to reduce the what share of Bhajapa. All these things happen. All these things happen. Some of the leaders go abroad and speak in European countries that Bharatiya democracy is in danger. You please come and help us. Yes. Actually, these people, those who go and speak abroad that Bharatiya democracy is in danger, are saying that I am not coming into power. Please help me to get into power and you take anything. This is what is explicitly implied. This is an unfortunate situation, and Bharat did survive. At this point, I would like to speak about the Rashtriya Swayam Sangh. If it was the case in Bharat, if there were no RSS, Bharat would have got destabilized and destroyed by these forces. This self-oriented, selfish, self-seeking, absolutely ethicless, adharmic caucus would have taken Bharat for a ride had it been the case that if there was no Rashtriya Swayam Sangh. Many of course, the people popularly do not understand what is Rashtriya Swayam Sangh. They only know about RSS when some idiots speak in parliament about RSS. They don't know. They don't know how RSS functions. It is absolutely selfless. There may be exceptions who, with political authority, trying to pose. That's different. Their exceptions are exceptions in capital letters. There may be. I have not come across. The whole nation stands with the strength imparted from the Swayam Sevak Sangh. The mantra, guiding principle in the RSS is Rashtraya Swaha Idam Namama. Everything is for nation, nation first, nation first, nation first. Other things are secondary. Other things are absolutely secondary. As I understand the Sangha, every Bharatiya is a Hindu. Every Bharatiya is a Hindu. Every Bharatiya is a Hindu either by faith and Sanskriti or by Sanskriti alone. That way, those born Hindus like us are Hindus both by Sanskriti and by faith. The Christians and Muslims in Bharat are Hindus by Sanskriti and either Christians or Muslims by faith system. And these two things don't contradict. And the Sangha understands it much better than anybody else. The objective is not religion. The objective is nation. And dharma. Dharma is not confined to the four walls or a frame of religion which becomes reductionistic. Dharma is universal. So to live a dharmic existence through Bharatiya Sanskriti makes you a Hindu. If you don't like the word, don't take it, don't use it, but you are. You are a Hindu by Sanskriti, irrespective of your faith system. It's not a faith system that makes you Hindu. It's not your faith system that makes one whatever a Hindu. It's your dharma, that is your Sanskriti that makes you Hindu, and the Sanskriti is equally there available, and also with every person, every Bharatiya. So that is how we look at things. This is what the Sangha Sanskriti has taught us. Had the Sangha be not there, this George Soros and company, the Bharat Todo gang, Bharat Tere Tukde Honge Inshallah, instructional gang, would have successfully succeeded in destabilizing Bharat. You know what will happen then? We will also be begging for atta. 250 rupees, 280 rupees a kg. And such a huge nation, such a vast nation, with such a vast variations and area, would have gone to chaos and would have gone into parts. And no part would have survived. You would have become world beggars. And this is what the opposition wants, and they don't care for anything except that they wanted to be in power. You can't rule Bharat that way, because the moment you start ruling Bharat, tere tukde honge. But that is not happening only because of the Rashtriya Swayam Sangh. There are areas in Bharat. Where the anti-Bharatiya operatives and narratives are very strong. There are areas in Bharat where Hamas supporters take processions. There are areas in Bharat where the Hamas chief is killed. Killed, condolence meetings were taken. There are areas in Bharat where a Hamas leader speaks in some language to people and some mullah is translating it into their local vernacular, whatever. There are areas in Bharat where they take anti-Israel protests. Areas, I am telling. There are areas. These people would have had the high-handedness, and I am sure they would behave exactly or similar to how the Bangladeshi anarchists behaved in the Banga Bhavan, I think that's the name, where the president used to leave carrying even her clothes. Fans are picked up. Just look at these people. Shameless. Don't they have a word self-respect in their dictionaries? They don't have. And people without self-respect, who behaves like animals. The Pakistanis they call rightless jahiliyat, because they themselves are great jahils. Bharat is saved by the only RSS. If RSS was not there, then our nation also would have gone to chaos, would have got destroyed by these forces, and they themselves will suffer in the long run. That's a different thing. But they don't even care for their next generations. They don't care for anything. They just want to live. Like the Hamas chief's one video I've seen, with a champagne bottle in his hand, he's shaking and jumping and jumping. Apparently that's the time when he got shot. With vividly dressed, both men and girls around him. That would have been the condition. That is what people want. They think this is life. They think this is life without doing any job, enjoying all the luxuries. So, every Bharatiya who loves this nation should owe their respect and to RSS, and should be indebted to Rashtriya Swayam Sangh for their comfortable existence today meaningfully, with self-respect. We get respect because of our internal strength, because of our internal unity, because of our togetherness and oneness, and not because of our appeasing somebody, attempt to please somebody by adopting to his methods. That's not respect. that becomes pity and sympathy. You stand where you are, and the Sangha provided a platform for us to stand where we are. Personally, I started going to Shaka at the age of 14. Not that I understood anything, just because the love for nation was there running in the family. That's the only reason I went to Shaka. And I didn't enjoy it in the beginning, and at the same time I enjoyed it as well, in different ways. Then it was slowly your understanding. So people, those who don't understand the RSS, you will have to take time to understand. You won't understand it until you interact. Now, this recent landslide took place in Kerala. Nearly 500 plus people are feared to be dead. Body, many are missing. There's no account how many are really missing. Because mud, slush, coming in from great heights with tremendous force, destroys everything en route. And how many were taken away? No one knows. The body parts only people are getting, not real full dead bodies, hands, legs, things like that. And the army, all our defense forces, Bharatiya Sena, Bharatiya Navsena, and Bharatiya Vayu Sena, along with other rescue agencies, were working day in and day out. A lot of people are working rescue operations. And there is news about all the agencies who are working there, except, I have not seen much news in the media, except the Seva Bharati. Seva Bharati, of course, without anyone telling you, they do tremendous work. That is Seva Bharati. We have seen it many places. They have seen it many places. And Seva Bharati did commendable, tremendous, selfless work in the rescue operations in the flood-hit areas of Kerala, and the Kerala media and the government never even mentioned the name of Seva Bharati. As if they're scared of mentioning the name of Seva Bharati. The moment they mention the name of Seva Bharati, it becomes the name of RSS. Because Sangha is a parivar. We have different branches doing different things. Seva Bharati is one. They're supposed to do Seva. Like these areas, they do. They don't mention their names. They don't take selfies and post in Facebook. They don't even say about their names to their own immediate seniors. They don't say. They keep working. That is selfless work. But neither the government nor the Kerala media mentioned the contributions of Seva Bharati. No harm. Let them not mention, but the people, those who have seen it, at least they will remember, and we know it. Those who are connected with the RSS will know it. We need not to be told, and we need not to be taught. And this is the situation. So if Bharat remains Bharat, it's only because of Sangha. I will say that. Otherwise, we would have been another Bangladesh. We would even have been another Pakistan. We would have been anything else but Bharat. If Bharat is Bharat, and if all the areas where anti-Bharatiya forces are in operation with much fund received from abroad, still they remain Bharat, it's only because of the Sangha and the Swayam Sevaks who are to be respected. No words to express respect to the great people who walked the length and breadth of Bharat. I need not to say the names, everyone knows it. Those people who traveled the length and breadth of Bharat, stayed in all far-flung corners of Bharat and worked among the people to create small shakas, from where people got trained. Actually, the training is the impartition of Bharatiya Sanskriti. And the pracharaks, seniors, would come visiting a house. If you're a family man, They will come. At times stay in your home. They wanted to know how you are as a family man also. Outside you may project to be very soft and polished man, and inside the house you may be monster. They would see it, and they will intervene if necessary. Also only among the Swayam Sevaks, they will not go to other people's internal matters. But if you are a Swayam Sevak, somebody will come and correct you when you are about to do a mistake, but before doing a mistake. So Bharat, if still is Bharat, we have to say thank you to Rashtriya Swayam Sevak Sangh. It's only because of that. It's only because of them that we are still one, and we are still Sanskaris, and above all we are still Hindus, either by virtue of Sanskriti or by virtue of both Sanskriti and faith. Let's be conscious about it. Let's be thankful to the Sangh. And let's pay respect from your heart. Don't show. When you find some Swayam Sevaks doing something, we'll meet again with some other video. Till such time. Namaste. Jai Bharat. Jai Siya Ram.